We're diving into a fascinating piece of history, the 1993 D-Mint Mark War in the Pacific Lincoln penny. This isn't just any ordinary penny. This rare coin has skyrocketed in value, with some selling for up to $3 million. Stick around as we explore why this coin is worth so much and how it became one of the most sought-after pennies in the world. To understand why the 1993 D. Lincoln penny is so valuable, we first need to look at what makes it unique. The penny was minted in 1993 in the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark. But here's where things get interesting. It's not the typical minting process that gives this coin its exceptional value. This specific penny is part of the series that commemorates the War in the Pacific theme. The War in the Pacific collection was a tribute to the battles and struggles faced by soldiers and citizens during World War II. This particular Lincoln penny carries a history that resonates deeply with collectors and history enthusiasts alike. So, what sets this penny apart from the millions of other pennies minted in 1993? Well, it's a combination of rarity, historical significance, and unique production errors that make it worth millions. First, let's talk about rarity. While millions of pennies were produced in 1993, only a small fraction of them carry the special characteristics that make this coin valuable. Many collectors search tirelessly for coins with distinct minting errors, and that's where the War in the Pacific Lincoln penny shines. The real value comes from a very specific minting error, a mistake made during production that makes the coin unique. These errors are incredibly rare and often lead to much higher prices in the market. The error in the 1993 D. War in the Pacific penny occurred when the obverse die, the side with Abraham Lincoln's image, was slightly misaligned, causing a double strike effect. This error is known as a double die, and it results in a coin with enhanced features that are not usually seen on regular pennies. For coin collectors, the double die effect is something that can drastically increase the coin's value. In the case of the 1993 D. Lincoln penny, the rarity and quality of this error, along with its historical significance, has led to coins being sold for as much as $3 million. The condition of a coin is always important when determining its value, and this penny is no exception. Coins are graded based on their physical condition, from poor to mint state. A coin that is in mint condition, meaning it has been well preserved and has no visible signs of wear, will be worth far more than one that has been circulated heavily. The 1993 D. War in the Pacific Lincoln penny with the double die error, if found in pristine condition, can easily fetch millions at auction. But even a coin with moderate wear, if it still retains its unique features and the error is clearly visible, can still be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now that you know why this penny is valuable, how can you spot one in your collection or while searching through your change? First, look for the mint mark. This coin was minted in Denver, so it will have a D mint mark on the reverse side, just beneath the United States of America inscription. Next, check the obverse, the side with Lincoln's image. Look closely for any signs of the double die error. The best way to spot this is by examining Lincoln's facial features and the lettering around the coin. The double die effect causes these features to appear blurry or doubled, especially on the word Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice any of these signs, you may have a rare gem on your hands. If you believe you've found a 1993 D. War in the Pacific penny with the double die error, you might be wondering where you can sell it. The best place to start is by having your coin professionally graded by an organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These organizations will assess the coin's authenticity and condition, giving you an official grade that will help in selling it. Once graded, you can sell your penny through several outlets. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers have sold rare coins for millions, and online platforms like eBay have a massive market for collectors. However, keep in mind that selling such a high-value coin might require a bit more effort and diligence in finding the right buyer. The market for rare coins, especially those with minting errors, is constantly changing. The 1993 D. War in the Pacific Lincoln penny's value could fluctuate based on demand, the number of errors found, and overall market conditions. However, as more collectors become aware of this unique piece of history, its value is expected to continue climbing. Just like any investment, it's important to keep an eye on the market trends, consult with numismatic experts, and stay informed about what's happening in the world of coin collecting. For now, though, the 1993 D War in the Pacific penny remains one of the most coveted and valuable pennies out there. To wrap things up, the 1993 D Lincoln penny with the War in the Pacific double die error is a true gem for collectors. It's rare, historically significant, and incredibly valuable, with some examples fetching up to $3 million. If you happen to come across one, take a close look. It could be your ticket to a significant payout. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content on rare coins and collectibles. Also, leave a comment below if you've ever found a coin with an error or we explore rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we have an extraordinary story to tell about a coin that has collectors and enthusiasts buzzing with excitement. It's none other than the 1982 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, famously tied to the war in the Pacific and currently valued at an astonishing $2 million. That's right, a penny worth $2 million. But how can a simple coin that was once worth just 1 cent command such a high market value? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and fascinating backstory. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. First, let's talk about the 1982 D Lincoln penny itself. This penny was minted at the Denver Mint and bears the iconic D Mint mark just below the date. What makes this coin so special, though, is its unique connection to World War II history, specifically the war in the Pacific. While this penny wasn't struck during the war, its design and composition were part of a tribute to honor the bravery and sacrifices made by American forces in that theater of conflict. Now, let's get into the details that make this penny a $2 million treasure. In 1982, the United States Mint transitioned from striking pennies primarily made of copper to a new composition of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change was due to rising copper costs, but during this transition, some experimental errors occurred, leading to a few rare variants of the 1982 D penny. One of the most coveted versions is a 1982 D penny that was mistakenly struck on a bronze planchet instead of the intended zinc one. Only a handful of these bronze pennies were ever produced, making them incredibly rare. The rarity alone elevates the coin's value, but it doesn't stop there. Collectors are also drawn to the historical connection of the 1982 D penny. Although not directly produced during the war years, the coin pays homage to the enduring legacy of America's military efforts in the Pacific. This combination of historical reverence and minting error makes this coin an unparalleled artifact. If you're wondering how to identify the rare bronze version, here's what you should know. The bronze 1982 D penny is slightly heavier than its zinc counterpart, weighing about 3.11 grams compared to 2.5 grams for the zinc version. You can use a precise scale to weigh your coins if you suspect you have one of these rare treasures. Additionally, the sound the coin makes when dropped on a hard surface can provide a clue, as bronze coins produce a distinct ring compared to the dull thud of zinc coins. Where can you find one of these rare 1982 D Lincoln pennies? The truth is, these coins could still be hiding in plain sight. Some have been discovered in old coin collections, others in rolls of pennies from the bank, and a few even in pocket change. It's always worth checking your loose change or any jar of pennies you might have lying around. Now, let's talk about the current market value. In recent years, one of these rare 1982 D bronze pennies was sold at auction for an incredible $2 million. This record-breaking sale is a testament to the coin's allure and the high demand among collectors. If you happen to find one, you're looking at a life-changing windfall. But why is this coin so valuable? Aside from its rarity and historical significance, the value is driven by the strong interest of collectors who are willing to pay a premium to own a piece of history. Coins like the 1982 D bronze penny often find their way into high-profile auctions, where bidding wars drive up the price. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips for anyone hoping to discover one of these treasures. First, always inspect your coins carefully. Look for the D Mint mark and make sure to weigh any suspicious pennies. Second, handle your coins with care to avoid damaging them. Third, if you believe you've found a rare 1982 D penny, consult a professional coin grading service to authenticate it. Authentication and grading can significantly boost the coin's value if it's the real deal. The story of the 1982 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how history and numismatics intersect to create something truly extraordinary. This coin reminds us that even the smallest items can hold immense value and historical significance. So, what are you waiting for? Go through your coin collections, check your change, and who knows? You might just stumble upon a penny worth $2 million. Thank you for watching today's video. Welcome back, coin collectors. In today's video, we're diving deep into a specific Lincoln penny that could be hiding in your pocket right now, the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. While it may look like a regular coin at first glance, this penny has a fascinating backstory and an extraordinary value in today's market. Stick around as we uncover how this penny became one of the most sought-after coins, worth an eye-popping $3 million. If you've been collecting coins for any length of time, you know that the value of a coin isn't just determined by its face value, but by its rarity, condition, and sometimes even by the history behind it. The 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a small mistake at the mint can lead to a coin becoming a high-value rarity. But what exactly makes this penny so valuable? The Lincoln penny, which has been a staple of American currency since 1909, is one of the most recognizable coins in circulation. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, while the reverse typically shows the Lincoln Memorial. However, in 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny from copper to a copper-plated zinc alloy. The 1991 penny was minted using this new composition. For most coins, identifying factors such as the year, mint mark, and condition are key in determining their value. In the case of the 1991 Lincoln penny, however, the absence of a mint mark is what sets it apart. Normally, U.S. coins will have a mint mark that identifies where they were produced. Coins made in Philadelphia usually don't have a mint mark. Those made in Denver are marked with a D, and coins from the San Francisco Mint have an S. So, when the 1991 penny was released, collectors quickly realized that some of these pennies were produced without any mint mark at all. At first, it was believed to be a mistake, a rarity that had slipped through the cracks of the minting process. No one knew how many of these unmarked pennies had been made, but those who found them immediately started to hold on to them. Little did they know that this small anomaly would turn into one of the most valuable coins in recent history. Now, you might be wondering, why is a penny worth millions of dollars? The answer lies in both rarity and the increased demand from collectors. It turns out that the 1991 no-mint mark penny is extremely rare. Although it's not entirely clear how many of these pennies were produced, estimates suggest that only a handful made it into circulation. Because of the rarity of the 1991 no-mint mark penny, collectors started hoarding any they could find. Over the years, as more information about its value spread, demand for the coin skyrocketed. What started as a curious anomaly quickly transformed into a prize collector's item. In fact, the market for this coin is now so strong that a single 1991 no-mint mark penny has sold for as much as $3 million at auction. That's right, a penny worth only 1 cent at face value can command millions of dollars, making it one of the most valuable coins in the world today. But wait, there's more. The 1991 no-mint mark penny also has a fascinating connection to the history of the United States, particularly the war in the Pacific. During World War II, the U.S. Mint experienced disruptions in its production due to the war effort. The San Francisco Mint, which was responsible for producing many of the country's coins, was under heavy scrutiny during the war, especially with the fear of sabotage from enemies like Japan. The impact of the war in the Pacific on the minting process led to strict security measures, and the mint was on high alert to ensure that no foreign influence affected coin production. Some historians believe that the minting error of the 1991 no-mint mark penny is a small but interesting nod to those challenging times. The combination of a historical context with such a valuable coin only adds to its appeal among collectors. Now that we know the backstory, let's talk about how to identify this rare penny. It's not that hard, but it's essential to know exactly what you're looking for to avoid confusion with other pennies. The first thing to check is the year. You'll want to look for a 1991 penny, and it should be in decent condition, as this will affect its value. Next, check for the mint mark. The crucial detail here is the absence of a mint mark. If the penny you have does not have a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, then it's a 1991 no-mint mark penny. Be careful, though. Some pennies may have had worn mint marks or other small imperfections that could lead to confusion. A professional grading service can help determine if your coin is the real deal. As with any rare coin, the value of the 1991 no-mint mark penny can fluctuate based on market trends. In recent years, the market for rare and unique coins has exploded, with high-profile auctions driving up prices. With a value of $3 million being achieved for some of these pennies, it's clear that the 1991 no-mint mark penny holds a significant place in the world of coin collecting. What's even more exciting is that some experts believe the value of this penny could continue to rise in the coming years. As more people become aware of its rarity, the demand will likely keep increasing. This makes it a prime candidate for anyone looking to invest in a rare, high-value coin. If you happen to have a 1991 no-mint mark penny in your collection, it's essential to take good care of it to preserve its value. Always store your coin in a protective case to prevent damage, and avoid cleaning it, as doing so can lower its value. If you decide to sell your penny, be sure to get it professionally appraised and graded by a certified coin grading service. When selling, consider contacting auction houses or reputable coin dealers who specialize in high-value coins. You want to make sure that you get the best possible price for your penny, so there you have it. The 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is far more than just a simple coin. It's a rare and valuable treasure with a fascinating history and an exciting future. With a market value of up to $3 million, this penny has become a symbol of what can happen when rarity and history collide in the world of numismatics. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting coin discovery. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing finds in the world of numismatics, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that could potentially fetch a whopping $2 million at auction. But how can a simple penny, something we've all seen in our pockets, be worth such an incredible sum? Stick with us as we explore the fascinating story behind this rare and valuable coin. First, let's start by talking about the basics. The 1975 Lincoln penny, like all pennies, features the famous Abraham Lincoln design. The obverse of the penny displays President Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial. However, what makes this particular penny so special is the absence of a mint mark. Typically, the U.S. Mint places a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, on coins to indicate where they were minted. But in 1975, certain pennies were struck without a mint mark, and these are the coins that collectors are now chasing. Now, you might be wondering, how is this mistake worth $2 million? Let me explain. In 1975, the U.S. Mint was going through some major transitions. The country had recently switched from a copper composition to a copper-plated zinc composition for pennies, and there were changes in the minting processes. For a period, some pennies were inadvertently struck without mint marks, leading to this rare mistake. These coins were supposed to have been minted in San Francisco, but somehow, a batch was produced without the telltale S mint mark. The 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is considered an error coin because of this oversight. Error coins, while rare, can be worth a lot of money in the numismatic market. The rarity, historical significance, and demand for these error coins drive their prices up exponentially. One of the reasons this penny is so highly sought after is the limited number of 1975 no-mint mark coins in circulation. In fact, most of the 1975 pennies you come across will have a mint mark, and they aren't worth much more than their face value. But when you find a 1975 penny with no mint mark, you've stumbled upon something extremely rare. Only a small number of these coins were made, and even fewer have survived in good condition. So, what can you expect if you find one of these elusive pennies? The value can vary, but well-preserved examples have been known to sell for thousands, even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. If your coin is in mint condition or has an especially rare characteristic, like a strong strike or unique toning, it could push the value even higher. Some examples of 1975 no-mint mark pennies have sold at auction for up to $2 million, a staggering amount for a coin that, at first glance, might just seem like another piece of pocket change. Now, let's take a closer look at how these rare pennies are valued in the market. Coin grading plays a significant role in determining how much a coin can sell for. The higher the grade, the more money a coin can bring in. Grading a coin involves evaluating its condition based on several factors, including wear, luster, and any imperfections. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no visible flaws. A 1975 no-mint mark penny that is graded as high as MS 67, mint state, or higher can fetch a much higher price at auction than one with significant wear or damage. It's essential to note that the market for rare coins is constantly shifting. The value of a 1975 no-mint mark penny can fluctuate depending on demand, the state of the economy, and the availability of similar era coins. The market for rare coins is driven by collectors, investors, and dealers who recognize the value in these unusual finds. If you come across a 1975 penny with no mint mark, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations can provide an official assessment of the coin's grade and authenticity, which can significantly impact its value. Another factor that adds to the allure of this particular penny is its historical connection to the 1975 bicentennial celebrations in the United States. In 1975, the country was preparing to celebrate 200 years of independence, and there was a lot of patriotic fervor surrounding the coinage of the time. The absence of a mint mark on the 1975 penny is often seen as a subtle part of that era's rich numismatic history. So, how do you identify the 1975 no mint mark penny? It's actually pretty straightforward once you know what to look for. The easiest way to tell if your 1975 penny is missing a mint mark is to carefully examine the reverse side of the coin, just below the E pluribus unum motto. If you see no mint mark, you've got the potential treasure on your hands. Of course, not every 1975 penny with no mint mark is worth $2 million. As mentioned earlier, the condition of the coin is crucial. If your penny shows signs of heavy wear, it's not going to command the same price as a well-preserved specimen. However, even lower-grade coins can still be worth significantly more than their face value, sometimes even hundreds of dollars. If you're wondering where to find these rare pennies, your best bet is to search through rolls of 1975 pennies from your local bank or check your spare change jar. You never know when you might come across a hidden gem. Coin dealers and auction houses are also good places to find these rare coins if you're looking to buy one. Now that we know how valuable these pennies can be, it's time to think about how to protect and store them. When you find a coin with such significant value, it's important to handle it carefully to avoid causing any damage. Always use gloves when handling rare coins to avoid transferring oils or dirt onto the surface. Store your coin in a protective holder, such as a coin flip or a hard plastic slab, to keep it safe from scratches, dirt, and moisture. In conclusion, the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny is an incredible find for coin collectors and investors alike. Its rarity, historical significance, and potential value of up to $2 million make it one of the most coveted era coins in the numismatic world. So, next time you come across a 1975 penny, take a moment to inspect it closely. You could be holding onto a hidden treasure worth far more than you ever imagined. We uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and rare coin, the 1964 Lincoln penny, known for its connection to the war in the Pacific and its staggering value in the collector's market. Stick around to learn why this penny could be worth up to $1 million. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1964 Lincoln penny was minted during a time of significant global change. While the coin itself isn't directly tied to the war in the Pacific, its story intertwines with historical events of the mid-20th century. This period was marked by major advancements in the United States coinage system and the aftermath of World War II, which played a role in shaping the economic landscape of the nation. This particular penny was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark found just below the date on the coin's obverse side. The Denver Mint has a reputation for producing high-quality coins, and the 1964 D penny is no exception. However, what makes this coin so valuable is not just its origin but a combination of rarity, errors, and the historical significance collectors associate with it. Now let's talk about what makes this penny worth such an extraordinary amount of money. One key factor is the potential for minting errors. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and the 1964 D penny is no exception. Some coins from this year feature double dies, off-center strikes, or even planchet defects. These errors make each coin unique, significantly increasing its value. Another reason this coin fetches high prices is its condition. A 1964 D. Lincoln penny in pristine condition, graded as mint state or higher, can command impressive sums. Collectors use a grading scale to determine a coin's quality, with factors like luster, strike quality, and surface preservation playing a crucial role. If you happen to find a 1964 D penny that looks almost brand new, you might be holding onto a small fortune. Let's not forget about the historical allure. Coins like the 1964 D penny capture a snapshot of American history. While the war in the Pacific ended 2 decades before this coin was minted, its cultural and historical significance adds to its allure. Collectors and historians alike value coins that evoke a sense of the past, making this penny a piece of history as much as currency. So, how can you determine if you have a 1964 D penny worth $1 million? First, take a close look at the coin's mint mark. The D should be clear and well-defined. Next, inspect the coin for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, unusual markings, or other irregularities. If you suspect your coin has unique features, consider getting it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service. Lastly, condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. If your penny has been in circulation and shows significant wear, its value might be lower. However, if it has been preserved in excellent condition, its value could skyrocket. Coins that are uncirculated or kept in protective cases are often the most valuable. Now you might be wondering, how do you sell a coin like this? The best way is to consult with professional coin dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare coins. They can provide you with an accurate valuation and connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Online platforms like eBay or specialized auction sites can also be great places to list your coin, but always ensure you're working with reputable buyers. As we wrap up, remember that rare coins like the 1964 D. Lincoln penny are more than just currency. They are pieces of art and history, telling the story of a nation's past while offering a glimpse into its culture and economy. If you're lucky enough to own one, take the time to research its value and preserve it properly. Thank you for joining us today. We're diving into a fascinating topic for coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. We're exploring the 1968 mint mark Lincoln penny and uncovering why this seemingly ordinary coin has become one of the most valuable pieces in the market. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this penny can fetch up to $1 million and how it ties into a pivotal moment in history, the war in the Pacific. Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our exciting coin collecting content. Let's begin with some background. The 1968 Lincoln penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint, indicated by the small S mint mark below the date on the coin. This penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. While most of these pennies are common and carry little more than face value, certain specimens stand out due to their rarity, unique errors, or historical significance. So, what makes the 1968 penny so special? To understand its value, we have to consider a combination of factors, including its connection to World War II, minting errors, and collector demand. First, let's touch on the historical aspect. Although the war in the Pacific officially ended in 1945, the economic and cultural effects lingered for decades. In the 1960s, many coins carried reminders of wartime resource allocation and the evolving relationship between the United States and its Pacific allies. The 1968 penny, minted during this transformative period, is seen as a bridge between past and present. Now, let's move on to the coin's characteristics. The standard 1968 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but there are rare versions with unusual compositions or striking errors that drastically increase their value. One notable example is a double-die obverse, where the design elements on the front of the coin appear doubled due to a minting mistake. These errors are highly sought after by collectors. Another factor contributing to the coin's rarity is its pristine condition. Coins graded by professional services, such as PCGS or NGC, in the mint state 67 or higher category are extremely rare. The higher the grade, the fewer the coins that exist, and the more valuable they become. For the 1968 penny, the combination of the S mint mark, an error like doubling, and a high grade can make it worth up to $1 million at auction. Let's take a moment to discuss how you can identify a valuable 1968 penny in your collection. First, look closely at the mint mark. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine it for doubling or other irregularities. Next, inspect the coin's surface. Is it free of scratches, discoloration, or wear? The better the condition, the more likely it is to command a high value. Lastly, consider getting the coin professionally graded. A certified grade adds legitimacy to its value and makes it more attractive to buyers. As we wrap up, let's talk about market demand. The value of the 1968 penny is also influenced by the growing interest in rare coins. Auctions and private sales have shown that collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins with unique features and historical significance. This demand has driven prices up, with some specimens reaching the $1 million mark. So, what can you do if you think you have a valuable 1968 penny? Start by doing your research and comparing your coin to known examples. Seek out reputable coin dealers or auction houses for a professional evaluation. And most importantly, hold on to your coin until you're confident you're getting its full value. That's all for today's video. Welcome to today's video. We're diving into a fascinating topic: the 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark and its surprising value in today's market. It's hard to believe that something as small and common as a penny could be worth over $1 million, but it's true. So, let's explore how this particular penny became such a valuable collector's item. The 1984 Lincoln penny is often overlooked in circulation. After all, pennies are commonly found in spare change, and most people wouldn't think twice about the coins they toss into their pockets or jars. However, there are exceptions, and this year's penny is one of them. This specific coin, the 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, is what collectors and investors have been eyeing for some time now. But why is this penny so valuable? To understand that, we need to take a step back and look at what makes a coin rare and desirable in the first place. Typically, collectors are interested in pennies that have unique characteristics, whether it's a mistake in the minting process, a rare variation, or simply a coin that was produced in limited quantities. With this penny, it's a combination of factors that make it stand out. First, let's talk about the mint mark. Every penny produced by the U.S. Mint has a mint mark to indicate where it was struck. Most Lincoln pennies from the 1984 series carry the D mint mark, which means they were struck at the Denver Mint. Some pennies from that year also have the S mint mark, meaning they were produced at the San Francisco Mint. However, some 1984 pennies do not have any mint mark at all. This might seem like a small detail, but it's actually a huge deal in the world of coin collecting. A 1984 penny without a mint mark is extremely rare because, by that point, the U.S. Mint had stopped making coins without a mint mark for general circulation. If you happen to find one, it's a sign that something went wrong at the minting process. A small batch of pennies were mistakenly struck with no mint mark, and because of that, they are considered a variety rather than a standard issue coin. Now, let's talk about the market value. In the world of rare coins, the value isn't just about the rarity of the coin. It's also about its condition. A coin that's in pristine, uncirculated condition is worth significantly more than one that's been worn down by years of use. The 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is no exception. If you happen to find one in excellent condition, it can be worth upwards of $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny could be worth that much if it meets the right criteria. But don't rush out to search through your spare change just yet. Finding one of these rare 1984 pennies without a mint mark is incredibly difficult. They were produced in such small numbers that very few remain in circulation today, and even fewer are in good condition. Coins that are worn down, scratched, or otherwise damaged lose a significant portion of their value. In fact, most of the 1984 pennies without a mint mark that are still around are in poor condition and may only fetch a few $100s at most. For the penny to reach its $1 million mark, it has to be in pristine, mint condition. Coins like this are typically sold through auctions or private sales, where collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for such a rare find. The price can fluctuate depending on the demand and how many of these coins are discovered, but the potential value of a perfect 1984 penny with no mint mark has been estimated at around $1 million. This brings us to the larger context of coin collecting and investing. Rare coins have always been a popular investment choice, and in recent years, the market for collectible coins has exploded. Some investors are willing to pay astronomical sums for rare pieces, especially when it comes to coins that have historical significance or unique characteristics. The 1984 penny with no mint mark is a perfect example of this, as its rarity and historical context make it a desirable item for both collectors and investors. It's also important to note that the world of coin collecting isn't just about money. Many people are drawn to coin collecting for the thrill of the hunt, the historical value, and the joy of learning about different periods in time. Coins like the 1984 penny without a mint mark tell us a lot about the history of the U.S. Mint and the intricacies of coin production. They serve as a snapshot of a particular moment in time and offer insight into how something as simple as a penny can become a symbol of rarity and value. In addition, the 1984 penny's unique characteristics aren't the only reason it's gained so much attention. It's part of a broader trend of error coins that have been discovered over the years. Error coins are created when something goes wrong during the minting process, and these coins can sometimes end up being more valuable than the standard versions. The 1984 penny without a mint mark fits into this category because it's the result of a minting error that makes it incredibly rare. If you're wondering how to spot this valuable penny, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, check the date. The 1984 penny without a mint mark is the one to look for, so make sure it's not a different year. Next, look for any signs of wear or damage. As we mentioned earlier, a coin in pristine condition is worth much more, so any signs of heavy circulation will significantly lower the value. And lastly, you'll need to ensure there is no mint mark. If you see a D or S under the year, it's not the rare variety. If you believe you've found a 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. A coin's grade refers to its condition, and a professional grading service can provide an official certification that will help determine its true market value. A coin graded as a MS 65 or higher, mint state, meaning it's in excellent condition, has the potential to be worth a small fortune. As we wrap up today's video, we can see that the 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, coupled with the right condition, makes it a highly sought-after item for collectors and investors alike. So, if you happen to come across one of these rare pennies in your change, don't dismiss it just yet. It could be worth more than you think. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep an eye out for those rare coins. You never know what hidden treasures you might find in your pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1971 mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that not only tells a significant story from the past, but is also worth a surprising amount of money in today's market. If you're a coin collector or just someone who's stumbled upon a 1971 penny, you'll want to stick around for the full video as we explore its history, value, and why it's worth up to $2 million. First things first, let's take a look at the 1971 Lincoln penny. If you've come across one of these coins, it's important to note that the S mint mark on the reverse side indicates it was minted in San Francisco, as opposed to the Philadelphia or Denver mint marks. This detail makes the coin more intriguing, but there's more to its value than just the mint mark. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is a 1971 Lincoln penny worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in its rarity and a unique feature that makes this penny stand out in the coin collecting world. This coin is linked to a fascinating moment in American history, the War in the Pacific. The War in the Pacific, as you may know, was a significant part of World War II, fought between the Allied forces and Japan. It was a time of hardship, heroism, and significant events that shaped the world. While the penny itself wasn't directly a product of the war, the 1971 mint mark, when coupled with certain conditions, became part of a phenomenon tied to a series of minting errors that occurred decades later, specifically during the early 1970s. During this time, the U.S. Mint faced a number of challenges in their production processes. There were a series of errors made in the stamping of coins, and while most were caught and corrected, a few slipped through the cracks. Some of these misprints were far rarer than others and, over time, became sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1971 Lincoln penny so special. This coin was struck with an error known as the double die feature. A double die error occurs when the die used to stamp the coin is misaligned or imprinted more than once. The result is a slight doubling of the coin's features. often visible in the date, the lettering, or Lincoln's image. These double die errors, especially on highly circulated coins like the penny, are incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. In the case of the 1971's Lincoln penny, these double die errors created a coin with distinct features. If you look closely at the date on some 1971's pennies, you'll notice that the numbers appear to be doubled or split. This makes the coin a true gem for collectors who are on the lookout for mint errors. But it's not just the error that adds to its value. It's also the overall rarity of this coin in top condition. Coins with these types of errors, especially ones that are in good condition or have been graded highly, can sell for much higher than their face value. While a regular 1971's Lincoln penny might be worth just a few cents, one with a double die error can sell for thousands or even millions of dollars. And believe it or not, a 1971's Lincoln penny in exceptional condition, with a verified error, has been known to reach values upwards of $2 million. So, what should you do if you think you've found one of these rare 1971's pennies? Well, the first step is to have it authenticated. There are professional coin grading services that can examine the coin, verify its condition, and confirm whether or not it has the double die error. If it does, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. But, of course, not all 1971's Lincoln pennies are worth $2 million. The key factors that determine the coin's value are its condition, the visibility of the error, and how well it has been preserved over the years. Coins that have been well preserved and remain in near-mint condition are much more valuable than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. If you're new to coin collecting or just getting into the world of rare pennies, it's important to keep in mind that not every coin you come across will be worth a fortune. But with some careful searching and a little luck, you could stumble upon a hidden treasure. For those who are interested in coin collecting, it's also a good idea to look for other coins with potential mint errors. The world of coin collecting is filled with interesting finds, and rare pennies, nickels, and dimes can sometimes turn out to be far more valuable than you might expect. Now, let's take a closer look at what makes the 1971's Lincoln penny so desirable for collectors. The Lincoln penny itself, first minted in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has a rich history. It's one of the longest-running and most iconic coins in American history. And while most Lincoln pennies are relatively common, certain years and mint marks are far rarer than others. The 1971's Lincoln penny's connection to the war in the Pacific adds an extra layer of intrigue. The events of the war shaped not only the course of history, but also the way people viewed the world, and having a coin from the era that holds a connection to those events makes it even more meaningful. Coins like the 1971's penny act as time capsules, linking us to the past in a way that few other objects can. If you're wondering where to find one of these rare 1971's Lincoln pennies, your best bet is to check through your spare change, visit local coin shops, or explore online marketplaces. Many rare coins are bought and sold on websites like eBay, where collectors from all over the world gather to trade their prized possessions. To sum up, the 1971's Lincoln penny isn't just an ordinary coin. It's a piece of history that can be worth up to $2 million in the right condition. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just starting out, it's important to know that coins like these don't come around every day. If you're lucky enough to come across one, it could very well change your life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment below. Let us know if you found any rare coins in your collection or we're diving into one of the most exciting and valuable coins in modern numismatics, the 1964 Lincoln penny. This specific coin has become a hot topic in the world of coin collecting, with some even reaching market values as high as $2 million. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about how a simple penny can be worth so much, stick around as we break down the fascinating details behind the 1964 Lincoln penny, its unique history, and why it could be hiding in your change jar. The 1964 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, holds a special place in American history. It was a time of change, and the country had just come out of the turbulent 1950s. The penny's design, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, was part of a long-running tradition. The penny has been a symbol of American currency since 1909, but the 1964 version holds particular significance due to the high volume of production during this time. Over 4 billion Lincoln pennies were produced that year, but not all of them are created equal. The 1964 D, minted at the Denver Mint, became known for its subtle but important distinctions, making it particularly valuable today. So, why is this seemingly ordinary penny worth so much money? There are a few key reasons behind its sky-high value. First, let's talk about its rarity. While millions of 1964 D pennies were produced, the coin became rarer over time due to various factors, like wear and tear and loss in circulation. Most pennies from 1964 D were spent or damaged, leaving only a small number of uncirculated coins remaining in pristine condition. Another major factor is the condition of the coin. A 1964 D penny in mint condition can fetch a premium in the market. Coins that are well preserved, especially those that are free from discoloration, scratches, or damage, are considered to be more valuable. The 1964 D penny's unique market value comes from its rare find and its condition. Uncirculated or mint-grade coins of this type, graded by professional services like the PCGS or NGC, are highly sought after by collectors. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Now, let's dive into what makes the 1964 D penny worth millions. Some uncirculated coins of this type have been auctioned off for extraordinary prices, and it's not just the ordinary collectors who are interested. These pennies have caught the eye of serious investors and coin enthusiasts alike, leading to sales as high as $2 million for an exceptionally well-preserved specimen. But what exactly do these million-dollar pennies look like? These coins are graded MS 68 or higher. MS 68 means that the penny is almost perfect, showing no visible signs of wear or discoloration and only minute imperfections visible under magnification. These coins are incredibly rare, and when one comes up for sale, it can spark bidding wars among collectors. The key to a 1964 D Lincoln penny reaching a $2 million market value lies in several factors. As we've already mentioned, the coin's condition plays a huge role, but other aspects are crucial too. The original packaging, rarity, and provenance of the coin can all influence its price. If you have a 1964 D penny that was never taken out of its original roll, that could be an added bonus. Coins that have been preserved in a way that has prevented them from being exposed to the elements are in much better shape and therefore more valuable. Additionally, the historical context of the coin also boosts its value. The fact that it was minted during a significant time in American history, right after World War II and at the beginning of the 1960s, adds to its appeal among collectors. Now that you're aware of how much a 1964 D penny can be worth, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these million-dollar coins? Here's what to look for. Mint mark. The 1964 D penny is easy to identify by its mint mark. Look just below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder, where the D mint mark is located. If it's there, you have the right coin. Condition. The condition of the coin is the most important factor in determining its value. Look for signs of wear or damage. A coin in mint state, especially those graded MS 67 or MS 68, is what you should be searching for. Appearance. A pristine 1964 D penny should have sharp details, no visible scratches or dings, and little to no discoloration. It should look almost as if it were freshly minted. If you have a 1964 D penny that meets these criteria, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. They'll provide an official grade that can give you an accurate estimate of its market value. If you think you have one of these rare coins, you might be wondering where to sell it. You could visit a local coin dealer or attend a coin show, but to get the best price, you may want to consider auctioning it off through a respected platform, such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries. Before selling, make sure the coin is professionally graded and authenticated. This helps ensure that potential buyers are confident in the coin's authenticity and condition, leading to a higher price. While the 1964 D Lincoln penny is one of the most valuable coins from the series, there are other Lincoln pennies that are also worth a significant amount of money. Some of these include the 1909 SVDB Lincoln penny, known for its historical importance, the 1922 No D Lincoln penny, which is rare due to a minting error, the 1955 Double Die Lincoln penny, famous for its error in the minting process. Each of these rare pennies has its own unique story and market value, so keep an eye out for them when you're going through your change.so. The next time you come across a 1964 D Lincoln penny, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Whether it's due to its rarity, condition, or the historical significance of the minting, this coin has become a treasure for collectors. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there, the 1995 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why it has such a massive value in today's market. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone who's curious about what makes this particular penny so special, you've come to the right place. So, let's get started. The 1995 D. Lincoln penny, while seemingly just another coin from the Denver Mint, has a story that makes it stand out in the world of numismatics. It's not just any ordinary penny. It has an incredibly rare connection to an event that changed the course of history, the Pacific War during World War II. This rare connection is what makes the coin so incredibly valuable. To begin, let's talk about the basics of the 1995 D. Lincoln penny itself. The penny features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It was minted at the Denver Mint, and we see the D Mint mark right next to the year. Now, this seems ordinary enough, right? But here's the catch. The 1995 D penny has a very unique error associated with it, one that catapulted its value into the stratosphere. Before we dive into the error, let's talk about the context behind the war in the Pacific connection. During World War II, the United States fought some of the most intense battles in the Pacific theater. The battles were tough, and the U.S. government needed to fund the war effort, which led to the creation of coins that played an important role in wartime economics. It's this connection to World War II and the Pacific theater that sparked interest in this particular coin. But how does the 1995 D. Lincoln penny relate to the war in the Pacific? Well, there's a unique error in the design of some of these pennies that causes them to have a substantial premium in the market. You see, some of the 1995 D pennies were mistakenly struck with a design feature that makes them look almost identical to rare wartime pennies. This error is very hard to spot at first glance, but if you closely examine the coin, you might notice subtle details that link it to this wartime period. This small design flaw has caused the coin to become highly sought after by collectors. So, why does this error make the coin worth so much money? The answer lies in its rarity. It's extremely difficult to find a 1995 D penny with this specific error, making it incredibly valuable. In fact, certain versions of the coin have been sold at auction for staggering amounts of money. Some reports suggest that certain specimens have reached values as high as $1 million or more. That's right, a penny. Just one single penny, worth $1 million. Now, you may be wondering, what's the catch? How do you know if your 1995 D penny is worth such a large amount? Well, first and foremost, you'll need to be sure that the coin has the error in question. This can be tricky, as the error is not immediately obvious. A typical coin might not even seem that special at first glance. The key to identifying this rare version of the penny lies in its specific error features. The most important of these is the double die feature, which refers to a mistake made during the striking process. In this case, the error is subtle. There's a slight shift or doubling of the images on the coin, usually in the inscriptions or on President Lincoln's portrait. This doubling is what makes the coin valuable, as it indicates a mistake during production. Coins with such errors are much rarer than those without. But that's not all. You'll also need to consider the overall condition of the coin. Coins with better preservation, meaning those that have minimal wear and tear, are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. A 1995 D penny in mint condition can be worth a lot more than a heavily worn version, even if both have the same error. If you're lucky enough to find a 1995 D Lincoln penny with this error, it's important to have it properly graded. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC can evaluate your coin and assign it a grade, which will help determine its value in the market. A higher grade coin, particularly one that is uncirculated or in near mint condition, will fetch significantly more. But what happens if you don't have one of these coins in your collection? Don't worry, because the market for these rare pennies is always active. Many collectors and dealers are on the lookout for coins like the 1995 D with this error. If you do come across one, you can take it to a reputable dealer or even sell it at auction, where it could potentially reach a value of $1 million or more, depending on its condition and rarity. So, what's the takeaway here? The 1995 D Lincoln penny, especially those with the unique error that connects it to the war in the Pacific, is an absolute treasure for coin collectors. While most pennies from this year are worth only 1 cent, these rare, error-struck coins have the potential to bring in millions of dollars. If you're lucky enough to find one, or if you happen to have one in your collection, it could be a life-changing discovery. In conclusion, keep your eyes peeled for this remarkable coin. It may look just like any other penny, but with the right error, it could be worth an incredible amount of money. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new today, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins like the 1995 Lincoln penny. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone who loves finding hidden treasures, today's video is definitely for you. We're diving into one of the most interesting coins from the 2000s, the 2006 War in the Pacific Lincoln penny, and how it could be worth up to a whopping $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. This penny could fetch a hefty price in the market. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's take a closer look at why this coin is in high demand and how it got its incredible value. The 2006 War in the Pacific Lincoln penny. The 2006 penny isn't just any regular coin. It's part of a special series created by the U.S. Mint to commemorate the 65th anniversary of the end of World War II. As part of this series, the U.S. Mint issued coins with designs honoring the Pacific theater of World War II, but today, we're focusing on the Lincoln penny with the D mint mark. The D stands for Denver, where the coin was minted. What makes this penny so remarkable is not just its historical significance, but also the fact that it's one of the few to have a minting error that's made it extremely valuable on the collector's market. While most pennies from 2006 are worth just 1 cent, some of the rare errors can fetch up to $1 million, depending on the condition and the specific error. The importance of mint marks. To understand the value of the 2006 penny, it's essential to know a bit about mint marks. Mint marks indicate where a coin was produced, and there are 3 main mints in the U.S.: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D on the 2006 penny tells you it was minted in Denver, which, in this case, is key to identifying the coin's rarity. Some of these coins were struck with errors that make them highly sought after by collectors, and that's where the real value lies. Why is the 2006 War in the Pacific penny worth so much? The 2006 Lincoln penny was part of a regular production run, but some coins were struck with rare errors. These errors can involve things like misprints, double dies, or missing details that make the coin unique and more valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare pieces because they offer something unusual, making them perfect for adding to their collections. One of the main factors driving the value of the 2006 War in the Pacific penny is the misalignment and die errors that occurred during its production. These errors happened when the dies used to strike the coin were slightly off-center, resulting in misprints or incomplete images. These types of errors are highly prized because they make the coin one dash of dash a dash kind. In addition, the War in the Pacific series itself has historical significance, marking a key event in world history. Pennies from this series that feature certain design flaws or mistakes have been known to fetch significant amounts in the marketplace, and a coin with a major flaw could easily be worth $1 million to the right collector. How to spot a valuable 2006 War in the Pacific penny. If you have a 2006 penny, you'll want to check it carefully to see if it has any of the rare errors that make it valuable. Here's what you should be looking for. Die errors. Some of the most valuable pennies have die errors, which occur when the coin dies are not aligned properly or are worn out. This can result in coins with missing or double-stamped images, like a doubled image of Abraham Lincoln, the date, or the mint mark. A well-defined double die is especially valuable. Off-center strikes. Another error to watch out for is off-center strikes. This happens when the coin is not perfectly aligned with the die, which results in part of the design being cut off. Off-center strikes on the 2006 penny can make the coin much rarer, which increases its value. The War in the Pacific design flaw. The design of the War in the Pacific penny is also important. If there's a flaw in the design itself, it can make a coin stand out. Look for any imperfections in the design of the ship or the V for victory, as well as the quality of the engraving. Condition of the coin. Even with rare errors, the condition of the coin is crucial. Coins that are in pristine condition, such as mint state coins, are worth significantly more than those that show wear or damage. Coins that are graded at a high level, like MS 67 or MS 68, can command the highest prices. How to get your coin graded if you believe your 2006 War in the Pacific penny could be valuable. The next step is to get it professionally graded. Coin grading is done by independent companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. They assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade based on its appearance and quality. Coins with higher grades can sell for much more than those in lower conditions. A coin with a high-grade rating and a rare error can easily fetch over $1 million, especially if it's a unique piece. Where to sell your valuable coin if you've discovered that your 2006 penny is worth a significant amount? It's time to consider selling it. There are several options available for selling rare coins. Coin auctions. Specialized coin auctions, such as heritage auctions or Stax Bowers, often feature high-value coins, and they attract buyers who are willing to pay top dollar for rare pieces. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay allow you to list your rare coin for auction, but make sure you research how to list it correctly to get the best price. Numismatic dealers. If you want to work with professionals, numismatic dealers specialize in rare and valuable coins and can help you sell your 2006 penny. Conclusion. So, there you have it. The 2006 War in the Pacific Lincoln penny may seem like just another penny at first glance, but thanks to certain rare mint errors, it could be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who stumbled across one of these pennies, it's always exciting to find out just how much value these seemingly ordinary coins can hold. If you think you have one of these rare pennies, or if you're just fascinated by the world of coin collecting, be sure to keep an eye out for those minting errors and get your coin graded professionally to ensure you're getting the best value possible. Who knows? Your pocket change might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. In today's video, we'll be diving into a fascinating topic, the 1990 mint Mark Lincoln penny, also known as the War in the Pacific penny, which has captured the attention of collectors due to its exceptional market value, often reaching prices of up to $1 million. You won't want to miss this exciting journey into the world of rare coins and how this penny earned such a remarkable place in the numismatic world. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more valuable coin insights. Let's get started. The 1990 mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of the most intriguing coins in modern U.S. numismatics, not only because of its rarity, but also due to the backstory surrounding it. But what exactly makes this penny so valuable? To understand its worth, we need to take a closer look at what distinguishes this penny from the millions of other pennies minted in the same year. First of all, most pennies produced by the U.S. Mint in 1990 came with a mint mark, either in D for Denver or in P for Philadelphia. However, a small number of these pennies were mistakenly produced without a mint mark. These coins, known as the 1990 mint mark pennies, were created in the Philadelphia Mint, which normally produces coins without a mint mark. But due to a mistake during production, these pennies were struck and released without any indication of their mint origin. The lack of a mint mark is what makes this penny so special and sought after by collectors. It's a classic example of how an error in the production process can lead to an extraordinarily valuable coin. This particular variety of the 1990 penny is incredibly rare, and as we'll see, that rarity translates directly to its high market value. Now, let's talk about why the 1990 mint mark penny has such a massive price tag attached to it. While most 1990 pennies are worth just 1 cent, the 1990 mint mark version has been known to sell for over $1 million in some cases. This makes it one of the highest valued modern pennies ever discovered. So, what drives the value of this coin? The answer lies in the rarity and demand from collectors. When the 1990 mint mark penny was first discovered, it sparked a lot of interest in the numismatic community. Collectors began hunting for these rare pennies, and as the supply of these coins is incredibly limited, their prices started to skyrocket. It's important to note that not all 1990 mint mark pennies are worth $1 million. The value of the coin depends heavily on its condition, the quality of the strike, and whether it has been properly authenticated. Coins in better condition, especially those graded by organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, will command higher prices on the market, If you happen to have a 1990 no mint mark penny in your collection, it's crucial to get it graded and authenticated by a professional. Without this step, it's almost impossible to know if the coin is genuine or if its market value has been inflated by rumors. Once graded, these pennies can be sold through coin auctions, dealers, or private sales, often fetching tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars depending on their condition and demand at the time. Let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny and why these small coins have such a strong presence in the world of coin collecting. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, quickly became a staple of American currency. Over the years, the design of the penny has changed, but its status as one of the most collected coins in the U.S. has remained solid. From the early days of the Lincoln wheat cent to the modern-day shield-back design, the penny has gone through several transformations, and each version has its own collector's market. The 1990 no mint mark penny falls into the category of modern-era coins. Modern errors are particularly exciting to collectors because they are more challenging to find than older errors due to the advanced technology used in minting today. In many cases, errors are caught early in the minting process, which means that there are fewer of these mistakes in circulation. The 1990 no mint mark penny is a prime example of an error coin that slipped through the cracks and became one of the most coveted treasures in numismatics. Now, let's dive deeper into how you can spot a 1990 no mint mark penny in your own collection. Identifying these rare coins requires a bit of attention to detail, as they can easily be confused with other, more common pennies. First, you'll want to examine the obverse of the coin, where President Lincoln's portrait is displayed. The date, 1990, should be clearly visible, but the key feature you're looking for is the absence of a mint mark. This is a crucial detail, as it sets the 1990 no mint mark penny apart from its more common counterparts. If you have a penny from 1990 and you notice that there's no mint mark on the reverse side, it's worth taking a closer look. However, not every penny without a mint mark is valuable. To determine whether your coin is a true 1990 no mint mark penny, you'll need to examine its features closely. Factors like the weight, size, and overall appearance should all be checked to ensure that the coin hasn't been tampered with or altered. If you're unsure whether your 1990 penny is the rare no mint mark variety, it's a good idea to take it to a professional coin dealer or get it graded by a reputable service. Grading is an essential part of the coin collection process, as it not only helps verify authenticity but also provides an accurate assessment of the coin's condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. The appeal of rare coins like the 1990 no mint mark penny also lies in their connection to American history. The Lincoln penny is already a symbol of one of the country's most revered presidents, and the 1990 no mint mark penny adds another layer of historical significance. When you hold one of these coins in your hand, you're not just holding a piece of currency, you're holding a piece of history. Now, let's take a moment to talk about how you can invest in rare coins like the 1990 no mint mark penny. Collecting coins isn't just a hobby. It can also be a smart investment. Rare coins, especially those with historical significance or production errors, tend to increase in value over time. If you're looking to start or expand your coin collection, coins like the 1990 no mint mark penny should be on your radar. Keep in mind, though, that buying rare coins requires knowledge and research. Always make sure you're buying from reputable sources and never rush into a purchase without knowing the market value of the coin you're interested in. To wrap up, the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a true gem in the world of coin collecting, with its extraordinary rarity and high market value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's worth keeping an eye out for this rare penny. With proper authentication and grading, this coin could fetch up to $1 million or more in the market. So, take a moment to check your pockets, roll through your change jar, and keep searching. You never know what treasure you might find. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the 1990 no mint mark penny, give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and as always, welcome to our channel, where we uncover rare and valuable coins that could be sitting right in your pocket. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2000 no mint mark war in the Pacific Lincoln penny. This coin has sparked interest among collectors for its unique history, rare attributes, and astonishing value. Imagine finding a penny worth $1 million. That's right. This seemingly simple coin could fetch you a fortune. So, let's explore what makes the 2000 no-mint mark war in the Pacific Lincoln penny so valuable and why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. First, let's talk about the coin's background. The 2000 Lincoln penny was part of the standard production run by the United States Mint. However, a rare subset of these pennies was produced without a mint mark. This absence of a mint mark sets these coins apart from the rest, making them a prized find for collectors. Now, you might wonder why the term war in the Pacific is associated with this penny. While it's not an official designation, this nickname has been coined by collectors and enthusiasts to signify the significance of the year 2000 in commemorating historical events. The name adds a layer of intrigue and cultural connection to the coin. So, what makes this particular coin worth $1 million? It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. Coins without mint marks are typically produced at the Philadelphia Mint. However, errors and anomalies during production can create coins without mint marks that stand out. These errors are incredibly rare and therefore highly sought after. The condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins in pristine condition, often referred to as mint state, are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A 2000 no-mint mark penny with a high grade, such as a MS 68 or higher, can dramatically increase its market value. Another factor that adds to the value is the historical and emotional connection collectors feel towards these coins. Many collectors are drawn to the idea of owning a piece of history, especially one that symbolizes significant events or milestones. Let's discuss the current market value. While not every 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth $1 million, those that meet specific criteria, such as rarity and high-grade condition, can reach this astonishing price. In recent auctions, some of these coins have been sold for record-breaking amounts, catching the attention of collectors worldwide. But how can you identify if you have one of these valuable coins? Start by checking the year on the penny, which should be 2000. Next, examine the area beneath the date for the absence of a mint mark. If there's no mint mark and the coin is in exceptional condition, it could be worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Professional grading can authenticate the coin, assign it a grade, and provide a detailed report of its condition. This process is essential if you plan to sell the coin in the future or if you want to know its exact value. Now, you might wonder where to sell a rare coin like this. Auction houses, online coin marketplaces, and reputable dealers are great options. Before selling, do thorough research and get multiple evaluations to ensure you're getting the best possible price. So, how do you increase your chances of finding one of these rare coins? Start by searching through your spare change. Pennies from the year 2000 are still widely circulated, and you might just come across a hidden gem. Visit coin shops, attend coin shows, and network with other collectors to expand your search. Remember, finding $1 million coin takes patience and persistence. But the thrill of the hunt and the possibility of uncovering a valuable piece of history make it all worthwhile. Before we wrap up, let's recap the key points. The 2000 no-mint mark war in the Pacific Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that could fetch up to $1 million. Its rarity, condition, and historical significance make it a prized find among collectors. We dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're exploring the 2004 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, often referred to as the War in the Pacific penny. This coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world, with a staggering market value of up to $2 million. Stick around as we uncover why this penny is so special and how you can spot one. The story begins in 2004, a year that marked significant moments in history and coin production. The Lincoln penny from this year might seem ordinary at first glance, but a closer look reveals why it's worth so much. The absence of a mint mark on this penny indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. While Philadelphia pennies without mint marks are common, this specific 2004 penny stands out due to its unique history and features. The nickname, War in the Pacific, comes from the intricate details on the coin that resemble battle scenes from World War II. Some experts believe these details were unintentionally struck on a small batch of pennies due to a die error during production. These errors are what make the 2004 no-mint mark penny so valuable. The rarity of these coins makes them highly sought after by collectors. So, How can you identify a genuine 2004 no mint mark war in the Pacific penny? First, look at the coin's surface. Many of these rare pennies feature unusual engravings or patterns that were not part of the original design. Check for subtle signs of overpolishing or misalignment on the die, which can create these unique features. Next, examine the coin's condition. Collectors value coins that are in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state or uncirculated. Even slight wear and tear can significantly impact the value. If you believe you have one of these pennies, consider having it professionally graded to determine its exact worth. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping market value. In recent years, some of these pennies have sold at auction for as much as $2 million. The price depends on factors such as rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. This staggering value has turned these small coins into big investments. But why is this particular penny so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and the fascination collectors have with errors and unique stories. The 2004 no mint mark war in the Pacific penny represents a piece of history that connects modern coinage to the legacy of World War II. This blend of history and rarity drives its high market value. If you're wondering how to find one of these pennies, start by checking your pocket change. It might sound unbelievable, but some of the rarest coins are discovered in everyday transactions. Search through your collection and pay close attention to any 2004 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark. You never know. You could have a small fortune hiding in plain sight. For those interested in selling these rare pennies, consider auction houses that specialize in coins. Professional appraisal is crucial to ensure you get the best value for your treasure. Remember, the rarity and condition of your coin are key factors in determining its worth. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 2004 no mint mark war in the Pacific Lincoln penny is a rare gem in the coin world, with a market value reaching up to $2 million. Its unique features and historical significance make it a prized possession for collectors. So, take a closer look at your coins. You might just strike gold, or in this case, copper. Thanks for watching. We're diving into a fascinating and valuable piece of numismatic history, the 2017 D War in the Pacific Lincoln penny. This coin has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide due to its incredible market value, which can reach up to $2 million. That's right, $2 million for a single penny. Stay tuned to learn all about what makes this coin so special, why it's worth so much, and how you might be able to find one yourself. Let's start with some background. The 2017 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver and belongs to a series of coins celebrating American history and heritage. What sets the War in the Pacific edition apart is its design and the story it tells. This coin commemorates one of the most pivotal moments in World War II, the battles fought in the Pacific Theater. It's a tribute to the courage and resilience of those who served during this critical time in history. The design of this penny is truly unique. On the obverse side, we have the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. But the reverse side is where this coin really shines. It features a striking depiction of a battle scene in the Pacific, showcasing the bravery and determination of American forces. The level of detail is remarkable, with intricate engravings that make this coin a work of art. Now, let's talk about the value. Why is the 2017 D War in the Pacific Lincoln penny worth as much as $2 million? The answer lies in a combination of factors. First, the coin's historical significance and stunning design make it highly desirable among collectors. Second, the rarity of this coin plays a huge role. While millions of pennies were minted in 2017, only a select few of this specific design were created, and even fewer remain in pristine condition today. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins, the condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with perfect coins earning a grade of MS 70. To fetch top dollar at auction, your 2017 D penny would need to be in mint state, with no scratches, discoloration, or other imperfections. If you suspect you have a coin in excellent condition, it's worth getting it professionally graded. To identify if you have a 2017 D War in the Pacific penny, start by checking the mint mark. The D, for the Denver Mint, can be found just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Next, carefully examine the reverse side for the unique War in the Pacific design. Look for the details in the battle scene and make sure there are no signs of damage or wear if you're eager to find one of these coins. Here are a few tips. Check your pocket change regularly. While rare, these coins occasionally slip into circulation. You can also visit coin shops, attend coin shows, or search online marketplaces. However, always exercise caution and verify the authenticity of any coin before purchasing. The record sale for a 2017 D-War in the Pacific Lincoln penny stands at $2 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. This price was achieved at a major auction where collectors fiercely competed to own this rare piece of history. Such sales demonstrate the incredible demand for coins like this and the lengths collectors will go to add them to their collections. The 2017 D-War in the Pacific Lincoln penny is a remarkable coin that represents both a piece of history and a valuable treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this coin is a fascinating reminder of the stories coins can tell and the value they can hold. Thank you for watching, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the 1968 D. Lincoln penny, famously known as the War in the Pacific penny. This rare coin has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, with some examples valued at over $1 million. Let's start with a little history. The 1968 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver during a time of great significance in U.S. history. The Vietnam War was raging, and the United States was deeply involved in the Pacific region. This penny has come to symbolize that era, earning it the nickname War in the Pacific. So, what makes this coin so special? At first glance, the 1968 D penny might look like any other Lincoln cent. However, the devil is in the details. Certain mint errors, combined with historical context and the sheer rarity of these pennies in pristine condition, have made them highly sought after. One key factor is the mint mark. The D on the coin signifies that it was produced at the Denver Mint. While millions of pennies were struck in Denver that year, only a small number possess the unique characteristics that make them worth such an astronomical amount today. The most notable feature collectors look for is a mint error. For example, some 1968 D pennies have a double die. This means parts of the design, like the date or lettering, appear to be stamped twice, creating a slightly blurred or shadowed effect. This error occurs during the minting process and is a rare find. Another feature to watch for is a clean and sharp strike. Coins with minimal wear, free of scratches or blemishes, are graded higher by professional coin grading services. A 1968 D penny graded as a MS 67 or higher, which means it's in near-perfect condition, can fetch an incredible price at auction. Beyond condition and errors, there's the question of rarity. While millions of pennies were minted in 1968, very few have survived in pristine condition over the decades. Many have been circulated and show signs of wear, while others have been lost or destroyed. Now, let's talk about market value. Why are some of these pennies worth a staggering $1 million? The answer lies in the coin collecting community. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique and rare finds, especially those tied to significant historical events. The 1968 D penny, with its connection to the Vietnam War era and the Pacific, holds immense historical value. Auction records show that these pennies have consistently sold for impressive amounts. In recent years, collectors have shelled out hundreds of thousands, and in some cases, over $1 million for a single 1968 D penny with exceptional qualities. So, how can you find one of these rare coins? Start by checking your spare change or old coin collections. Look for a 1968 D Lincoln penny and examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to check for mint errors like doubling or other anomalies. If you think you've found a rare penny, consider having it professionally graded to determine its value. Keep in mind, not every 1968 D penny will be worth a fortune. Most are worth only face value unless they exhibit the specific traits we've discussed. But don't be discouraged. Coin collecting is a treasure hunt, and the thrill of discovery is part of the journey. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on why these coins matter. The 1968 D penny isn't just a piece of metal. It's a snapshot of history, a reminder of a pivotal time in the 20th century. For collectors, owning one of these coins is like holding a tangible piece of the past. we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Our spotlight is on the 1973 D. Lincoln penny, famously tied to the War in the Pacific series. This extraordinary coin has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide, not just for its historical significance but for its astonishing market value of over $1 million. You might be wondering what makes this particular coin so special. Let's break it down. First, the 1973 D penny was minted in Denver, and the D mint mark can be found just below the date on the obverse of the coin. This mint mark is a key detail that distinguishes it from pennies produced in other locations. What's even more intriguing about this penny is its connection to the War in the Pacific theme. Although Lincoln pennies typically feature Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, some coins from this era have design elements that commemorate historical events. While the 1973 D penny doesn't have a direct design link to the War in the Pacific, it has become part of a fascinating collector narrative. This story has added immense value to the coin over the years. Now let's talk about condition. If you have a 1973 D penny in your possession, its condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins graded as MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch incredible prices. MS 65 refers to a coin that is in near-perfect condition, with only the slightest imperfections visible under magnification. Another factor contributing to the million-dollar value is rarity. While millions of 1973 D pennies were minted, only a small fraction remains in pristine condition today. This rarity drives up the demand among collectors who are always on the lookout for coins that can complete their collections. So, how can you identify if your 1973 D penny might be worth a fortune? Start by carefully examining the coin for any signs of wear and tear. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's portrait and the lettering on the coin. Next, check for any unique characteristics or minting errors. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks can significantly increase the coin's value. It's also important to note that coins with a strong provenance, meaning they have a well-documented history, can fetch even higher prices at auctions. Some 1973 D pennies tied to the War in the Pacific narrative have been sold at auctions for jaw-dropping amounts due to their historical allure. If you believe you have a valuable 1973 D penny, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. While grading does come with a cost, it's a worthwhile investment if your coin has the potential to reach $1 million valuation. Collectors often ask where they might find such rare coins. The answer is simple. Look in your spare change, coin rolls from banks, or old collections passed down through generations. Many valuable coins have been discovered in the most unexpected places. To wrap things up, the 1973 D. Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a small piece of history can hold immense value. Its connection to the War in the Pacific narrative, coupled with its rarity and condition, makes it a sought-after treasure in the numismatic world. If you're lucky enough to own one of these pennies, you might just be sitting on $1 million fortune. Thanks for watching. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we have a truly incredible story for you. We're talking about the 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, famously known as the War in the Pacific penny. This coin has become one of the most sought-after collectibles, with an astonishing market value of $2 million. Let's start by setting the stage. The 1986 Lincoln penny might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but it hides a mysterious and historical twist. Most coins from this year were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not include a mint mark. However, this particular penny earned its unique name and value due to its connection to a wartime design error that accidentally found its way into circulation. So, what makes the 1986 no-mint mark penny so special? The answer lies in its design. Coin enthusiasts noticed subtle variations in the coin's imagery, specifically in the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. There's an intricate pattern that some collectors associate with commemorating events from World War II, particularly the Pacific Theater. While the U.S. Mint has never officially confirmed this, the unique details have driven demand through the roof. The rarity of this penny cannot be overstated. Experts believe that only a handful of these coins were ever minted, possibly due to an experimental die or an accidental release during production. This extreme rarity is the main reason collectors are willing to pay millions for one in pristine condition. But let's talk about value. How did this coin reach the staggering figure of $2 million? It all comes down to auction results. Rare coin auctions have seen record-breaking bids for unique pennies like this one. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and its connection to a compelling story makes the 1986 no-mint mark penny a true gem in the world of numismatics. If you're wondering how to identify one of these coins, pay close attention to the details. Look for a 1986 penny without a mint mark and examine the Lincoln Memorial closely. If you spot any unusual design elements, it's worth having the coin professionally appraised. A certified grading service can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which is essential for determining its true market value. So, where can you find one of these pennies? Believe it or not, they could still be hiding in plain sight. Check your loose change, search through old coin jars, or even visit local coin shops and flea markets. Many of these rare finds have been discovered by people who had no idea they were holding a small fortune in their hands. Now, let's talk about the broader impact of coins like this on the collector's market. The story of the 1986 no-mint mark penny has inspired a surge of interest in coin collecting. Newcomers and seasoned collectors alike are always on the lookout for unique coins with fascinating backstories. It's a reminder that every coin in your pocket has the potential to be something extraordinary. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the artistry and history of coinage. Coins are more than just currency. They're a snapshot of a moment in time, a reflection of culture, and sometimes, a piece of mystery waiting to be uncovered. The 1986 no-mint mark penny embodies all of these qualities and more, making it a true treasure in the world of collectibles. That's it for today's deep dive into the world of rare coins.